Man, welcome to another episode of the Taylor Complaints Comedy Podcast. We are finally in a new era, 2025, where I am not automatically saying the Defiled Entrails Comedy Podcast, which I I don't know how that was ever a name that I thought could go anywhere. I was fucking around. I was a Twitch streamer. I was like, yo, I'm gonna use this. This Defiled Entrails sounds cool because like death metal and whatever, you know what I mean? Horror movies, death metal, Defiled Entrails, and like it's comedic a little bit. Uh, did not work. Did not work. Taylor Complains is much more identifiable. My name is Taylor. I complain about things. There are people who would tell you that I complain too much, that I doth protest too much. I have a new joke premise that I want to run by you, and I'm going to throw it out there, and you could either throw it away if you want or take it. But it's an idea. You know those videos where people come back from like war or Iraq and they surprise their significant others and then like the guy or girl freaks out like, "Oh my God, oh my God." Great videos. They almost make me cry every time. I love them. They hold a lot of like, I don't know, good feeling in them. What if instead of doing that as a joke, someone brought like a sack of like bludgeoned meat. You know what I mean? Like meat with like there's a bag of meat, but there's like blood in it kind of. You just visited the butcher and then it has like the name tag of the husband or wife on it that's like overseas. And you video that and they're like, "Hey, I just I wanted to give this to you." And it's just like a butcher slab of meat with like a name tag on it, and they just start freaking out. But then, like 5 minutes after they're done, like freaking out in the middle of it, tears and everything, like the actual person comes out of the bushes and they're like, "Gotcha, bitch." Like that would be funny because I would love the reaction. Like, "I wish you were still at war. I hope you, I hope you go back to Iraq. Go back to Iraq." It just, I think that would be the funniest thing in the entire world. And this is why I don't have a best friend. Studies show that there are diminishing people in the United States that claim to have a best friend. And this is why, because I have these ideas that I think it would be funny to fake your own death for 5 minutes, but as like a slab of beef with a happy face on it, and then pop out of the bushes. But that's not even the funniest part. The funny part is the guy or girl that's like upset. Clearly, now it's like you see the opposite emotion. He or she, they go from being extremely sad now to being enraged and just like, "I hope you go back to Iraq. I wish you would come back without a leg." Like just saying horrible shit. That to me would be the best to push someone to the point where like, "Oh, she was a nice Christian woman until she she told her boyfriend, 'I hope you go back to Iraq.'" Oh, this is why the studies are down in best friends. This is why. This is why. I have a best friend? I would say probably Kyle. Kyle's my best friend. Kyle's a gentleman from Canada. Hold on, got to snort. Kyle's a gentleman from Canada. I almost did it into the microphone. You heard my sick episode when I was sick and it sound like a pig. Finally, I sound and look the same. They're synonymous. Um, Probably Kyle. Kyle's one of my best friends. This is sad. This is very sad. Now I'm trying to think. I don't know. I talk to a lot of people, but I don't know like best friend. You know what I mean? Like off the top of my head. I don't, it's kind of stupid. You can have a best friend at 38. I have people that I really, 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 really love. Brittany, I love Brittany. I love Kyle. Um, shit. I don't know. And I don't reply to that. I don't reply. I'm bad at replying to people. I listen. I started doing these horror reviews online to boost this podcast. I wanted people to listen to this podcast. People think that my horror reviews are my podcast. I have people calling me saying, "Hey, your podcast is really good." I'm like, "Oh, cool. What part did you like?" I'm like, "Oh, I like the review of this movie." I'm like, "That's those are Instagram reels, dude. That's not again, apples and oranges, I don't care. As long as you digest this somehow, some way, I don't give a fuck. Every week we're getting like 80 listens to this fucking podcast, 40 on YouTube alone, and then the other 40 are coming from like Apple and Spotify. Thank you so fucking much. Thank you so much for all of the continued support in 2025. Um, I found out a cool metric in June. This podcast will have been going for 2 years, and I don't know what it is. It's not by. Listen, 9 days ago I posted this. I posted an episode, so that's not 2 weeks, but that's not 1 week. It's like every week and a half you're gonna get something. Every week and a half. We got fires going on in LA. I got my coworkers that are talking about banging two guys at once. We got a lot to get to today. We really do. First and foremost, the fires in Los Angeles. Los Angeles has gotten a couple fires that are going on right now, like four. As of, I think, last week, late last week, there have been millions of acres to my knowing just completely burned. There's the size of the fires in Los Angeles and the size of like how much has been burned are like the biggest cities in like Idaho. Like Des Moines, Idaho, Des Moines, the city of Des Moines would be completely burned down. There'd be nothing left. That's the size of how much the fire has wreaked havoc on the hills of Los Angeles, Eaton, and a little bit of the Hollywood Hills, and oh fuck, Altadena, the Palisades. Are rich people getting what they deserve? Here's why I don't like this. Here's why I don't like it. I hate rich people. I, I don't like them. The only reason I don't like rich people is because there is a growing disparity in wealth in the United States of America. We're the wealthiest country in the world, but all of the wealth is only held by a certain amount of people. And obviously, you're not going to make money by giving it away. And you have to be brutal to be a business person. But I do not like the rich mindset. I don't like it. I'm not some fucking socialist. I'm not a socialist. That socialism doesn't work and it's fucking stupid. But I do believe in some middle moderate thing where you put a wealth cap on people because people are starting to get upset. People are setting these fires. These fires were started by who knows? I'm assuming that this is like a CEO type of thing where Luigi is now, I mean, even though Luigi comes from means, but he's now the face of all of the upset poor people that are like, hey, and middle class, the disparity, I mean, the growing disparity between middle class and upper class is that we're getting rid of the middle class. And now it's either low or high now. And I think Luigi might have, started a movement. I am 100% for if you want to scalp a CEO, I want 100 Nazi scalps. 100. Take them all. Take all of them. But you cut the head off the snake. You don't burn the nest. This is why I don't like the fires. I don't like this because we're not going to kill all the rich people. Okay. It starts at the top. The CEOs of these companies, the Walmart CEO, when a Walmart moves in to a town and ruins their economy but we bring jobs. Yeah, but you also kill small businesses because they can't compete with your prices because you're a conglomerate and you make money because of the thousands of Walmart locations you have. You wouldn't make money on one Walmart, but you make money on thousands of them because they nobody can compete with the economy that you destroy. I mean, but cool, quit your jobs and then come work at Walmart. Okay, quit the job that's been in my family for years, the grocery store that I now have to close down because of Walmart open. That shit pisses me off. That shit's disgusting. Insurance is disgusting. People, there's people on Zillow. There's real estate agents on Zillow selling beachfront property that already burnt down. They're selling you the land. They're like, this is what it comes with. It's an abandoned house. It's like it's not an abandoned house. The people that it's it's absolutely disgusting what's happening in LA. And that's why we need more people to fake their own deaths in the military and then jump out of the bushes and say, gotcha, bitch. Because we need I need to make that a thing on the internet. It needs to happen. And if it does happen, I need you to send it to me because I'm running out of these videos. I like watching people getting tased. I can masturbate to these videos. They make me so happy. In between watching the LA fires and trying to keep aware of what's going on, even though I probably just spread a bunch of misinformation about it because of my own lack of understanding. I don't get like, okay, the LA fires, they're saying they're arson and there's people trying to keep the fires going and you're striking back. I get the frustration of of like the lower of the poor. I get it because you've created a situation where now nobody can get ahead and wealth just keeps getting passed down to it's generational. So it's not economical, it's generational wealth. It stays within that family tree, that bloodline. Um None of it's getting spread out. You know what I mean? No one's getting raises. The cost of things keeps going up and the cost of rent keeps going up, but we're not getting raises at work because minimum wage isn't getting pushed up. There's no, I don't know. It's not there's no balance to what's happening in the economy. So people are just getting mad. And I think this is what happens when you push people. This is what happens when you deny their claims for dad's heart surgery. Now dad's got to die at 36 years old and leave a bunch of kids. Now the kids are upset. Now the mom's upset. Now the mom's showing up at the CEO. Like that's what happens. You can get 1,000 cases of that, 99 cases of that. And there's going to be one that's going to show up at your doorstep with a gun. It's going to happen. It's a natural, it's when, with what happens when you push things. I'm not going to be the one to show up at your house. I am too invested in this rat race of running on the wheel and trying to stay afloat. I'm happily and well above my means right now, and I'm very, very grateful for that. But I don't have any health issues. I don't have any kids. Um, I don't have anything holding me, you know. I don't have anything that's we've been talking about this for too long. We gotta move on. But to anybody I mean, I live in Orange County. I'm right outside LA. Anybody impacted by the LA fires, my heart's with you. We are donating. We're going to Costco today and we're gonna get feminine products. I don't know what to get. I don't know what to get. I don't want to drive to LA though. I don't want to deal with any of the shit that's going on over there. I'm going to drop it off and then it's going to be taxied to LA. Just take my Costco groceries and please be okay. Please be well. Know that our hearts go out to you. I went out to dinner with two people. No, not two people. No, I didn't go out to dinner with them. Fuck, that was the wrong thing. I I got off a shift the other day and I walked. Sorry, I went out to dinner last night, and that's what I'm thinking about. I walked alongside the bar, and there's a group of people sitting there, and I sat down with them. And we started talking. These are coworkers that I know. I didn't just sit down with random people, you weirdos. And I don't know how this topic got brought up, but I was talking to a gentleman and a lady, And obviously, like they're not going out, like we're all just coworkers, but like the idea of threesomes got brought up. And I asked the dude, I was like, would you bang your girlfriend with two dudes? And he hesitated for a second, and then he says yes. To where I go, ew, no judgment, ew. I don't have a pro. I don't think that this. How do I say this without sounding really ignorant? I always sound ignorant. That's why you like me. I could not get an erection with another dude in the room. I could not do it. I don't know how this happens. I'm not saying that you're not masculine. I'm not saying that you're gay. I'm just saying there's no way in hell I'm getting an erection. I don't care how hot this chick is. I don't care who this chick is. There's no woman on the planet that I would bang with another dude. Like, so I'm behind her and then he's underneath her and our balls are touching. What is that? That's disgusting. I don't even like ham sandwiches. Why would I make one with my genitals? I don't want that. Like, we got the bread and then the ham and then the other bread, but then the ham's got shit on it because one of the breads that's disgusting. I'm not doing that. And the lady that was sitting with us would 100% take two dudes. I do you blow one and then have one in the other side? Like you have to, am I looking to the side while I'm doing it? There's no way that I'm not thinking about the dude that's there. And I'm not just like, I don't like this. I don't I don't like that. Even a threesome like with two chicks, I'm like, what do I even fucking do? Like what do you even how do you even facilitate that? I've said no to threesomes, but but only because I was on tour and the two women were humongous. They were fucking fat and gross and they look like I'm not even gonna besmirch a member of my family by saying that they look like my aunts. They did. They look like my aunts. Um, that it's not happening. I was on tour. Me and my drummer pretended to be gay and sleep. We slept in the same bed. We were like, "Oh no, we're gay. We can't do this." To get out of this, because they wanted to like force them. I guess they wanted to like, "Hey, let's." I'm like, "No, unless you're trans." I'm not. That was it. We said tranny back then, but that was like 2009. Fast forward to today. I'm 38 years old. I've had sex before. I think it's safe to say. I've had opportunities. I've been very blessed my life with the growing popularity of Tinder and online apps, and it is very, very easy to go and like bang someone or have a friends with benefits, or you just like engage in a romantic relationship with someone. I'm not banging a chick with a dude. It's not happening. And there's no ignorance here. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm not saying I think well, it's gross if I'm in the situation, but dudes aren't begging me to do this. Chicks aren't begging me to do this. So I'm not like, I don't want to go to this bar because a bunch of gays are going to hit on me and want me to bang a chick. No, I'm not like that. I don't care. I'll go to gay bars. I'll go anywhere. I don't care. I'm not ignorant on that level. But if we're in a conversation and this gets brought up, I'm not banging a lady with a dude there because I would I don't know. I just don't think I'd be able to get hard. I wouldn't be able to perform under that circumstance. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Um, People apologizing on TV for saying dumb shit. There's a sportscaster who said retarded on a TV talk show. And 5 minutes later, he's like, I just want to apologize for the horrible things I said. And they're like almost in tears. There's people that tell jokes on news broadcasts and they're apologizing. I only heard this on Howard Stern because they made like a clip montage of this. Stop doing that. Stop apologizing for saying things. Just say things and then stand behind them. Don't don't set us back multiple years of like free speech project progress. And I'm not saying free speech means you could say the N word. That's not the free speech that I want. I just want us to like, I understand that free speech protects hate speech, and I'm fine with that. I don't like hate speech. Obviously, I'm not a fan, but you have to look at it as a whole. Free speech does protect hate speech. It is what it is. I see hate speech, I just keep scrolling. You know what I mean? I just like when, you could tell a joke and what are you retarded? I don't know. That's retarded isn't a joke. It's not a it's not like a funny thing to say. I just don't like when, I'm having a conversation, I'll be like, son of a bitch. And someone will be like, I don't like when you say bitch. And you're just like, I'm going to drop kick you in the head. Please stop being the word police. I don't like the word police. Makes me upset. Am I going to run around saying the N word? Absolutely not. It's not going to happen. Because I'm not Patrick Stewart in Green Room. Holy shit, what a good movie. I just watched Green Room with Patrick Stewart in it, and he's like the head of a Nazi party. Or no, he's head of a Nazi movement because one of the quotes in the movie is "We are a movement, not a party." So he's the head of a Nazi movement, and he owns this punk rock club, and he just hearing him say the N word is very jarring. I was like, "What? Huh?" It was insane. I watched the roast of 2024, and they said the retarded is coming back. That retarded is coming back. Um, it has been confirmed that it is almost okay to say that word again, and I'm extremely happy. No one's happier than I am. What else do we have on here? The fires. People here. Here's what I don't understand in the comments. Some things that I watch. I'll watch like a level-headed person do some kind of like I don't know, like rhetoric TikTok, and they'll be like, "Hey, it'll like have the basis of altruism in it and like good heart, good lightheartedness, and just like, oh yeah, this is what I believe. I believe that groceries should be cheaper, and I believe that if and if I want to put butter on my dildo and shove it inside me, it doesn't matter. The way we make yeast here is different, and it still works the same. I can still bake bread with this yeast. You know what I mean? And people be in the comments like, companies don't, that's not how you make money as a company. Companies don't have to make the groceries cheaper for you. You should get a better job. Holy shit. When did we, when the fuck did we turn into this? Why would you want groceries to be more expensive? I'm not saying that I could go to the grocery store and buy whatever the fuck I want and then leave and be fine. I'm very, very thankful for that. That's not, but I still wish groceries were cheaper for people. I wish groceries were cheaper for me. I'm like staunchly in the middle of like the financial chain. I'm not upper class. I'm just right in the middle. I'm a bartender server and I do okay. But what the why are we and there's people defending the insurance companies, there's people and defending real estate agents. Real estate agents in LA right now are trying to sell, they're trying to take advantage of the open properties on the LA market. They're putting them back on the market before they're even rebuilt. It's gross. It's super gross. Like I don't, are all real estate agents evil? No. Are all CEOs evil? No. Are all rich people evil? Absolutely not. I'm not under the delusion that these people are all fucking malevolent beings. But I mean, they do pose a hard case for all being pieces of shit. That's it's just corruption on a grand scale that I can't like. And then you have these layman people like me, you, whoever's listening. Imagine imagine going into someone's comment section and be like, you don't, we're the CEO of the company can raise grocery prices as much as they want. Yeah, yeah, we know. That's what we're combating. Why are you I don't know. Are they bots? Are these bots? Am I just getting fucking I feel like I heard something about Mark Zuckerberg and Meta and TikTok planting bots in comment sections to just fucking fire people up and divide us. Just like because all this is the fucking Republican, um, Democrat, all that shit is the blue tie, tie shit. All it is just division. Donald Trump, Donald Trump getting on TV and going, well, if California and Gavin Newsom would have done this, then you wouldn't have fire. It's like, do you need to say that? It's just like, again, I don't give a fuck if Donald Trump is Republican or Democrat. Obviously, I know he's a Republican, but it just, all this shit does is just divide us. You ask me what political party I'm in. I don't identify with a party. Fuck that shit. If you identify with a party, there's something wrong with you because not everything in that party you believe in. I guarantee all Democrats don't support everything that a Democrat is supposed to support. I like guns, but I like gay people. I don't know. I'm proud to be an American. I love living here. I love the freedoms that I have. You know what I mean? But I'm not stoked about other shit. You know what I mean? I still consider myself like patriotic. But that's very like Republican to say. I feel like a lot of people like don't say shit like that anymore because you know what I mean? It sounds like rhetoric that like you would get from one side or the other side, but I don't fucking identify with the side. It's evil. This shit's evil. You know it is. Red tie and blue tie. It's horseshit. It's horseshit, and they have you all by the balls. And I don't know. Just stop. Just give up your party. Give up your party and just like vote for the things. Vote for bills. Vote for bills and your respective states. Don't fucking vote for politicians. Vote for the bills. There are still like hopeful bills and shit that you can take part in. Like county elections and even state elections and bills. I don't know. I think we're at the point where we we should all just stick to our respective states. Like the only reason that we're the United States is because California has the biggest economy, almost one of the biggest economies in the world. Without us, other states would have nothing. And I understand why we need to be the United States and we can't all just secede and do our shit and just be our own respective thing. I get it. There's like denser populations in different parts. Most of the United States is unpopulated. The mass populations are only in these big metropolitan cities. So that's something I learn new shit every day, even though I sound like an idiot. I'm just someone who's running through all of his thoughts on this podcast. I watched a movie called Nothing Bad Can Happen. Um, it it's one of the most disturbing things that I've ever seen. It's about a German kid, and he's super religious, and he's like, I'm home, but he's homeless, and he's part of like a ragtag group of kids, and their church and shit, and they play like Christian punk music. It's pretty lame. And he says like, I love Jesus. He loves Jesus a lot, and Jesus loves him because he sent him seizures. Kid has a seizure during one of the kid has a seizure during one of the live shows that he's at, gets picked up by an old man. Old man pretty much like just beats him the whole time. And then the kid's just like, no, I love Jesus. This is God's plan for me. This is God's plan for me. Uh, and it's just like, the guy drowns a cat in front of the kid. And then the kid's like, stop, stop, but he won't fight back. And then he takes the kid to an old man's house and the old man butt fucks him. And it's it's one of the roughest movies, and I hate this shit. I hate that these movies exist. Why does there ever need to be a scene in a film where grandpa's getting behind a 16-year-old boy and like fucking him in the ass? Like, why does that need to be in a film? Like, I get it. I get that shit like that happens. I 100% get it. And these dudes should be buried beneath the jail. But what the fuck? I don't need to see this. I don't know why this exists. It's not, for me, it's not horror. That's not a horror film. Horror's like monsters and zombies and serial killers and like all this other shit. Like, do we need kid butt fuckers? Do we need that? This is how the fudge is made. I know how the fudge is made. That's gross. That's I don't want I don't want to see the fudge on your wiener. I don't I hate it. I hate it so much. It's a German film. It's all in subtitles. You can probably I don't know. I don't know. I'm not telling you where to find it. I'm mad that I watched it. I'm mad that people fucking review these films. I'm mad that I reviewed this film. It's a moral quandary why I do what I do because I'm reviewing essentially films that are people doing terrible things to other people. But it's all like special effects, practical effects, none of it's real. But I feel like simulating a rape is rough. I feel like that's like something that should be illegal. I think filming shit like that should be illegal. I don't like that. And I don't know, maybe that's free speech, the freedom of expression or artistic express. It's autistic expression. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't get why that's a thing. Like, what are we doing? Why does that need like I spit on your grave, chick gets raped. It's a really, really long, horrible, last house on the left, irreversible, but the chick goes back. I mean, irreversible, fuck that movie. But I spit on your grave and the last house on the left. They're like, okay, you get sexually assaulted, but you come back and like you microwave the guy's head and like you chop this dude's arm off and this guy you throw into a pit of spikes. It's like the lady gets revenge. I just wish that like maybe the rape was more implied. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you need to put this in a film. I don't know why, but let's just say for artistic sake, you need to put it in the film. You don't need to video the lady crying. You know what I mean? Like, I could see her pores on her cheek because you need to convey sadness and distress. We get it. We understand. Fuck, dude. Like, I hate these scenes in films. I don't know why they exist. Stop raping films, please, for the love of God. I hate watching it. I hate watching. Same thing with these fucking slave movies. Stop making the slave movie. Holy shit. I we don't need to keep doing this. We don't need to keep doing the slave movie. 12 years a slave. They're gonna do 13 years a slave next year. 14 years. 15 years. Stop. Stop doing these movies. I get it. It's sad. It's fucking horrible what we did to these people. I never owned one. Neither did my parents. We changed the name of the Redskins. Can we like we're trying? We're really trying. We're trying here. We really are. I don't know how guilty I need to feel. I feel guilty though. I do. I still feel the guilt, even though I had nothing to do with it. Even though they don't tip, I still give them good service. I still give them good service, even though they don't tip. I don't know what you want me to do. I feel bad. I feel really bad. Patriots have a new wait. People who take sex videos. Oh yeah, I have friends that have videos on their phone of them like banging out their boyfriend or girlfriend or blowing a guy or whatever. What's wrong with you? Like, yeah, there's like a cloud that your videos go to, and I don't know who's looking at this cloud. I don't know who's got, I don't have anything in my phone that would completely fuck me if I died. But like, I don't know, dude. Like your stuff's going to the cloud and you've got videos you just you know what I mean? Hawk tuaing, giving that hawk tua. Why do you think that no one's seeing it? There's people in your cloud right now that work for Apple just jacking it hard. They're jacking it hard. And it's because of you that they're able to jack it hard because you're providing them with this material. I I'm not saying that you shouldn't be allowed to do what you want to do. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, do you need to fucking videotape your cock going into a lady? Because people are looking at it. I'm telling you, there's Apple has seen your cock. Apple has seen your curtains. Apple has seen your areolas, all of the scientific names for genital, your flaps. Apple's seen it. Apple has seen your flaps. Please stop recording yourself having sex and doing weird shit with people. Patriots have a new coach. Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel was on the Patriots from 2001 to 2008. And Mike Vrabel won 3 Super Bowls with the Patriots, and now he is our head coach. We have fired Gerard Mayo. Gerard Mayo was not a very good coach. Was not very good. I'm very happy to be moving on. Now, if they pick an offensive lineman with the 4th pick in the draft, I will kill myself. Please pick a wide receiver. The McMillan, Tuan McMillan, Tuan. I'm sorry, I'm an asshole. I've seen the name one time, but I know the last name is McMillan, and he is a wide receiver for Arizona State. He's like a DK Metcalf, who plays for the Seattle Seahawks. Please draft this receiver. We need it. You have the number 4 pick in the draft. Please draft this receiver. You can get a good O lineman in the second with the second round. You can grab some from free agency. Okay. David Andrews is going to come back. He's our center. He's going to lead. He's going to be a great captain. I love him. He's one of the OGs. Please do not draft an offensive lineman with the 1st pick. Okay. Don't do Patriots. Stop. Listen to me. Elliot Wolf, you fucking retard. Do not do that. No porn in Florida. The porn sites in different states are starting to ask for your identification, a picture of your ID. Do not send these people pictures of your IDs. Do not get a VPN, get something. Thank God I live in California where I can look at as much porn as I want. Porn is one of the greatest things on the planet. It is one of the greatest things on planet Earth. And it needs to stay in circulation. Should kids have access to it? No. But kids also shouldn't have social media. Okay. Kids shouldn't even be given access to the internet until they're fucking 18. Like the internet is not a great place. It is not. Um, I don't I don't know. What else do I have on here? No porn in Florida. No porn in Texas. No porn in Texas. The freedom state, America's state. Freedom, America. Isn't America like when you it's synonymous with freedom when you think about like the slogan freedom? It's like on the dollar bill. Uh, Canceling porn from an entire state is not freedom. That's like your religious beliefs now taking control of government. And I think that's weird. We're going in a weird direction, is all I'm saying. We're going in a weird direction. And this is a very alarming podcast. I am very disturbed. There were a few jokes. I'm glad that we started out with a joke. I'm glad that I was able to make a disgusting fudge on dick. Well, this is how the fudge is made joke with the pedophile. I go on. I will go to hell. Just know that I will go there. I work there. I work in hell. So I promise you I will go there. The things that I say I will be punished for. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 70 of the Taylor Complains comedy podcast. We are about to hit our 39-minute mark. I just want to remind you to take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Vote for people that aren't going to make porn illegal. Okay? Don't fuck it. I don't care if it's just to look at porn. Don't send them pictures of your ID. They're going to use your identity. No one's going to take a picture of your license and not use it. They're going to use it for something. Don't send them pictures. I'm not being paranoid. I'm not being weird. I don't even have to go through that. I'm just saying I'm an idiot and I wouldn't do it. So I would hope that you wouldn't do it either.